The 1.5 is being removed. Ladies and gentlemen, the day has finally come, but the 1.5 scope is being removed from Siege. And if you're wondering where I am in Brazil at the Ubisoft headquarters, wherever we are, and I just played the new season, and it's a lot of spicy stuff, so tune in. But there's a lot of cool attachments to the attachments and the ADS system, so basically 1.5 is not going to be a thing anymore. The scope will still be an optic, but every single magnify apart from the 1.5 will be a 2.5. So this will be like ACOG. So we're in old Siege again, basically. So 1.5, you have the 2X, you have the 2.5, they're all going to be the same scope now. I personally am ready for this. I'm actually pretty excited to try this because you guys know I love ACOG scope, and I'm glad it's finally going to be brought back into the meta. But I personally think this might help out with kind of how 1.5 is overshadowing a lot of other scopes and making them not much opportunity to be played. But overall, I'm okay with this change and I'm actually pretty happy for it. But ladies and gentlemen, year 9 is gonna be insane. Some of the best changes yet, and not only the cliche content creators saying, but there's a lot more attention in the state of the game as well, and making changes that will keep the game fresh and healthy for the long term. Come on guys, listen, Ash R4C ACOG is gonna be like living a dream again. And the new opera is literally Toji from Jujutsu Kaisen, like a badass assassin. So now is the best time to play Rainbow Six Siege in year 9 season 1 Deadly Omen. So if you're the one that left it all behind, click the link in my bio to play Siege now. And thank you Ubisoft for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to the changes. Now going on for the ADS speed, they want to really change up the mechanic of the gunplay. So the hip from the full ADS is going to be slowed down a little bit. So it's going to be faster from the iron sight, 1X, and then the 2.5. So iron sights will be the fastest, the ADS. Second fastest would be the 1.5, or just the regular 1.0. And then you have the obvious 2.5. And for all guns, the reload speed will be increased by a little bit. So realize you basically have speed cola from Black Ops 3. Now on top of that, laser scopes will actually increase your ADS speed by 15%, which is actually a lot in some situations. But on top of laser, this also means that the hip accuracy is going to disappear. So laser on shotguns will no longer be a thing. So if you have laser or not on shotgun, it's just going to be the same. So think of this laser as just a faster way to ADS. And also angle grip will now have a faster reload speed. Now speaking about attachments, guys, ACOGs are back. And when I say ACOGs, not just the scope of people using it, but they're back on a lot of operators. Off the top of my head, I'll go into another video, but we have Frost, we have Goyo, Castle of all players. Doc has it back. Echo actually got his 1.5 taken away. And again, guys, Ash R4C ACOG is back. You guys will see in the video of Ash R4C. Oh my god. It was a lot of nostalgia. But there's plenty of other scopes. I can't wait for you guys to try it. And obviously, I only got to play for a little bit, but I'll eventually cover more of them in future videos. Now that's really all it is for the attachments. Let's move on to other changes real quick. And I'll be going over demos in another video, so be sure to go check out that video on my channel. It'll be released at the same time. Guys, I just know this is devastating news, but I'm the number one as I'm in, and she's getting nerfed. The number one is they're trying to nerf me, man. I swear to God. They look at my tutorials. They were even talking about on Canal. You know, you have this Canal super strong on the second floor. Dude, they're trying to nerf me, man. But anyways, obviously, you know, Zami's probably an S, like Thanos tier right now. But basically, what her nerf will be is that you can actually shoot down the ACOGs now. So you can shoot them with about 30 bullets of an AR or an SMG. It's one of those two, but it's actually pretty easy to shoot down. DMR takes about 11 bullets, the shotgun takes 3. So basically like 3 shots of the Super Lenova will take it out. Next from the Zombie nerf, we obviously have the lockers. So what locker is going to be, we didn't get to get much gameplay of it, but you have to see it later when they reveal more about it. The locker is basically going to be able to, they're changing like the whole operator screen. You know, you're going to be able to change up favorite charms, favorite uniform combos, favorite skins. But the thing about it is a lot more customizable so that we don't have to scroll through everything and try to find our favorite one. On top of that, operator selections will also have more of a category. So you have entry, breach, you know, different categories that are going to help players kind of figure out what each operator and what role they fit into. I personally think this is a very good change. It's going to help a lot of players kind of understand how to, you know, play the operators correctly and kind of, you know, the better role to play them in. Because we don't want to see roaming maestros They don't want to see Callie entering and missing all of her shots. Next up, we have the shield work. Obviously, we have seen this in the past, but now we're finally getting into the season, and as we've seen the gameplay below, that it's no more hip fire. That's replaced with a free look. So basically, when you hold down on the regular shoot trigger, you're gonna be able to look around. On top of that, the ADS feed. So they want to encourage players to play more as a tank, not just cheesy hip firing. So you're only going to be with ADS now. Also, when you punch someone, it's going to knock them back to about 30 damage. It only takes 3 hits to 3 knives to actually kill them. But I think each melee does about 30 damage, I think. 30 or 40 is one of those. And also with shields, you can one vault barricades, which is going to be nuts. Like imagine you're just camping on Big Window in Oregon and then freaking Monty just vaults in your window. So right after that, now we have the advanced AI. The advanced AI is going to be an addition and working on the current one we have. So basically, they're gonna feel more like real players. They're gonna be able to refrag more, be a lot less easy to bait, as they knew that if you shoot your gun, the bots start walking to you. But they'll have a little bit more realistic behaviors. And as you can see, I was using the Ash R4C on Cafe, which I loved that they added new maps. I forgot all the new maps they added, but it was Cafe and a few other maps. But I think the advanced AI mode is going to be great for practicing 1v5s and things like that nature. And let me know if you guys prefer T-Hunt or Training Grounds, because personally I do like the Training Grounds, and I think they're taking the right direction into the warm-ups, and trust me, they're going to make a lot better warm-ups in the future. And the last thing we have are the gadget lines. Now the gadget lines are basically going to be, basically like a silver lining, to show the trajectory of where you're throwing things. For example, impact grenades, when you're throwing a C4, we all know that player who pushes the C4 and it hits the roof or something and they blow themselves up. But now you can actually see where you're throwing it, and this will be a lot more helpful, especially if you're trying to throw an impact somewhere or a rotate and all that yada. But my honest thoughts about the 1.5 scope in the game is being removed is I think it will be a step in the right direction. Obviously, a lot of people are frustrated about this TDM meta. People are not relying too much on tactical siege. I think there still is the potential for you to run and gun and do as you wish, but with all of these ADS speeds, all these attachments being into play more, it's encouraging more of a rewarding your gunplay. Rewarding pre-thought, having a plan and good cross replacement, make sure you're not sprinting too much when you're ADS. It will overall just encourage a bit more of a better behavior in gunplay. But I think, as Siege community is, this helps, it freshens things up. Siege has been in a pretty same meta for about a year now. We all know the LMG meta, the utility meta lasted for maybe a little bit less than a year. But personally, I think it's just the 1.5 overshadow a lot of other things in Siege. You can get away with sometimes bad positioning, win gunfights you probably shouldn't have. But I'm not hating on the 1.5, but we all know that it really kind of changed the game for the most part. So let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about all of these changes and what your favorite is, because I'll be honest, this is one of the largest seasons of this game. So many mechanical changes, like one vaulting barricade that's crazy with the shield. Speaking of that, you vault very differently. I don't know if Joey can find a clip, W Joey if you actually find this clip. But on Cafe, Macy was Maestro, and he vaulted a barricade. The vaulting animation is different. You kind of actually realistically push through the barricade, which is nice. But if you guys want to learn about my first gameplay of Deimos and all of the other gameplay, it'll be the next video ahead. So click this video right here for the Deimos gameplay, the overview, and I'll see you guys soon.